Hello and welcome back to California Report. Today we'll be discussing the most dangerous cities in Southern California. If you like these type of videos, make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button. Let's get started. The first city on our list is Huntington Park, California. Huntington Park is a city located in the southeastern section of Los Angeles County. It's a predominantly residential and commercial community with a rich cultural heritage primarily influenced by significant Latino population. Huntington Park has experienced higher crime rates compared to the national average, particularly in categories like property crime and violent crime. The city's crime rate per 1,000 residents is generally higher than both the state and national averages, which requires ongoing community and law enforcement efforts to enhance safety. Approximately 19% of Huntington Park's population lives below the poverty line, which is higher than California's overall poverty rate of around 12.8%. This indicates economic challenges that some residents face, often tied to factors like low-income jobs and high living costs. The median household income in Huntington Park is approximately $45,000 per year, and this is lower than both the state median of around $84,000 and the national median of around $70,000. Now, the unemployment rate has fluctuated in Huntington Park, but it's generally remained higher than the national average. The unemployment rate in Huntington Park is around 8 or 9%, which is above the national average of approximately 3.5%. Now, let's get into the next city on this list, Lancaster. Lancaster is a city in the Antelope Valley of northern LA County. It's part of the high desert region and is known for its aerospace history and its growing urban development. The Lancaster crime rate is 18% higher than the national average. Now, if we break this down, that translates to 12.59 crimes per day, and 4 of these are violent crimes. Your chance of being a victim of violent crime in Lancaster is 1 in 116, and your chance of being a victim in property crime is 1 in 53. Now, if we look at the poverty rate, 17.4% of the population of Lancaster lives in poverty. And this is really higher than the national average of 12.5%. Now, this is also higher than the state poverty rate of 12.8% as well. Now, the unemployment rate in Lancaster is about 8%. This is higher than the national average of 6%, but this is lower than the California state rate of about 12.8%. The median household income for Lancaster is about $58,000. And again, this is lower than the state median of around $84,000 and lower than the national median. Sitting on our list of most dangerous cities in SoCal is Compton, California. Compton is a city located in LA County and has a rich and complex history. It is particularly known for its rich contributions to hip-hop. Now, the crime rate in Compton is very much higher than the national average. With a crime rate of 38 per 1,000 residents, Compton has one of the highest crime rates in America, and this is compared to communities of all sizes, from the smallest towns to the largest cities. Your chance of becoming a victim of violent or property crime here is 1 in 26. Now, let's look at the poverty rate in Compton. This is also pretty high. According to U.S. Census Bureau data, about 23.5% of Compton's residents live below the poverty line. This is higher than the national poverty rate, which was around 13 to 14%. And if we look at the median household income in Compton, it's pretty low compared to other states in California. The median household income is about $54,000. And of course, this is lower than the median state income, which is about $78,000. The unemployment rate in Compton was also higher than the national average. The unemployment rate is around 10%, which is way higher than the national average. The next city that we'll be covering is National City. National City is a city located in San Diego County and has a rich history dating back to the late 1800s. It is part of the San Diego metropolitan area and is known for its diverse community and vibrant cultural scene. National City's crime rates are 31% above the national average and about 40% higher than the average in California. If we take a look at the poverty rate, it's also higher compared to the state and national average. Poverty rate for the city was about 22%, which is way higher than the national average. Moving on to the median household income, this was around $47,000 per year for National City. And as you know, this is way lower than the state median income of around $84,000. And in this city, the unemployment rate actually wasn't too bad. It hovers around 6%, which is around the national average. Now, the number 1 most dangerous city in Southern California is San Bernardino. San Bernardino is located within the Inland Empire and is known for its rich history and cultural diversity. Some major landmarks in San Bernardino include the San Bernardino Mountains and Joshua Tree National Park. Now, for a city of its size, the crime rate in San Bernardino is low-key crazy. San Bernardino has a crime rate that is 78.15% higher than the national average. The violent crime rate is 1,318 per 100,000 people. This includes about 46 murders, 906 robberies, and 1,766 aggravated assaults every year. Now, if we look at the poverty rate in San Bernardino, it is also noticeably higher than the national average. The poverty rate in San Bernardino is around 28.4%. And looking at the household median income, it's another one of those cities where it's way lower than the state average. The median household income is around $45,000 in San Bernardino. And again, this is lower than the state median average income, which is around $78,000. Now, lastly, looking at the unemployment rate, this is also higher than the national average. The unemployment rate sits around 7.5%, which is higher than the national average of about 6%. Now, hopefully, as years goes on, these cities can get better in some type of way. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you guys think these cities should do so that they could be more livable for their residents? And do you think these cities will ever get better? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of California Report. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Let me know what type of topics you want me to cover next.